In the latest episode of Discovery Channel's Moonshiners, Respect Your Elderberries, veteran distillers Mark Ramsey and Eric Digger Maines embark on an innovative venture to diversify their offerings. The episode aired on January 7, 2025. It showcased their collaboration with Amanda Bryant and Kelly to transform elderberries, known for their toxic properties when raw, into a premium, safe-to-consume moonshine. Mark and Digger's enterprise operates out of Cook County, Tennessee, and produces approximately 300 gallons of liquor weekly. Seeking to captivate their clientele with novel flavors, they consider elderberries for a distinctive twist. Elderberries contain cyanogenic glycosides, compounds that can release cyanide when consumed raw, necessitating proper preparation to ensure safety. Amanda is confident about completing the task and educates viewers on concocting liquor. Amanda and Kelly are tasked with sourcing these berries and developing a palatable and safe moonshine recipe. Their search leads them to a riverside abundant with elderberries. Aware of the berries' toxic nature, they meticulously plan to neutralize them by boiling them at 212 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Effectively eliminating harmful substances. To enhance the flavor profile, they incorporate raisins, which contribute additional sugar and depth, and blend the mixture with 50% rye to complement the fruity notes. The fermentation process proceeds smoothly, and the mash is transferred to a 50-gallon still for distillation. The resulting elderberry moonshine meets their expectations, with Amanda honoring her great-grandfather's traditional recipe. Upon sampling Amanda's creation, Mark and Digger admire the unique flavor and quality. They estimate that the distinctiveness of the elderberry-infused moonshine could command a price of $50 per jar, highlighting its potential appeal in the market. This season on Moonshiners, Mark and Digger have embraced their reputation for innovation and dedication to the craft of distilling. From crafting small-batch specialty liquors to taking calculated risks with unique ingredients, the duo has proven that tradition and experimentation can go hand in hand. Early in the season, they faced setbacks as weather-related challenges affected their production schedules. Despite these obstacles, their determination led them to refine existing recipes while introducing bold new offerings to their loyal customer base. Notable highlights include the successful attempt at creating a peach-infused moonshine that captured the essence of summer and pepper moonshine that includes jalapenos. Additionally, Mark and Digger tackled the logistical hurdles of transporting their product while staying under the radar of law enforcement, a constant concern for the pair. Their ability to adapt and innovate has kept their operation thriving and cemented their place as leaders in the modern moonshining community. As the season continues, fans eagerly follow their exploits, knowing each episode brings fresh challenges and inventive solutions from this dynamic duo. Moonshiners Season 14, Episode 7. Mark and Digger enlist Amanda Bryant to turn poisonberries into premium liquorites, another moonshine-filled day in the Appalachian Hills as Season 14, Episode 7 of Moonshiners unfolds. Tensions are high, as always, with each moonshiner fighting against the elements, time, and the ever-watchful eye of the law. In this episode, the legendary duo Mark and Digger embark on a risky yet ambitious endeavor, using toxic berries to create a premium batch of liquor. But they're not going at it alone. For this risky venture, they bring in Amanda Bryant, an experienced moonshiner who has earned a reputation for her experimental approach to crafting spirits. The episode begins with Mark and Digger standing in front of their dilapidated barn, pondering the challenge that lies ahead. The sun is just beginning to rise, casting long shadows across the rugged hillsides. Mark runs his hand through his hair, looking at Digger with a mix of excitement and concern. "Digger," Mark says, his voice steady but tinged with the hint of adventure, This year's been tough on us. We need something that's going to stand out. Something that'll make the whole community take notice. And I think I've got it. Digger, always ready for the next big risk, raises an eyebrow. What are you thinking? Mark gestures toward a patch of wild plants near the woods. Poisonberries. Digger furrows his brow. Poisonberries? You're crazy. Those things could kill a man. That's exactly why I think it'll work. No one's ever tried turning them into liquor before. If we can harness their potential, we'll be sitting on a gold mine. Digger laughs, but there's a flicker of curiosity in his eyes. All right, you've got my attention. But we're gonna need help. We need someone who knows what they're doing. And I know just the person. The camera cuts to Amanda Bryant's cabin, nestled deep in the woods. A small but tall trees and thick brush, it looks like something straight out of a moonshiner's dream. Amanda is outside, chopping wood, when Mark and Digger arrive in a cloud of dust. Amanda. Mark calls, his voice echoing through the trees. We've got a job for you. Amanda looks up, her face breaking into a grin, as she sees the two men approaching. Well, if it ain't the old boys themselves. What's going on? We've got a bit of a situation, Digger says, leaning on the truck. Mark here's got a wild idea, and we need you to help make it happen. Amanda crosses her arms. Go on. Mark takes a deep breath. We're gonna turn poison berries into premium liquor. The berries are toxic in their raw form, but we think we can distill something unique out of them. Something that'll put us on the map. Amanda's eyebrows shoot up. Poison berries? Are you out of your mind? David chuckles, but it's clear he's intrigued. That's why we need you. You've got the skill to figure this out. Amanda stares at them for a long moment, then sighs. Well, I've never been one to shy away from a challenge. All right, I'm in. But we're gonna have to be careful. If we mess this up, it's gonna be a disaster. Mark grins, slapping Digger on the back. That's why we called you. The trio heads out into the woods to gather the poison berries. They're a dark, nearly black color, growing in clusters on thorny bushes. As they approach the patch, Amanda kneels down to inspect the plants, her face serious. These berries are no joke, she says, plucking one off the vine carefully. In their raw state, they could send someone to the hospital. We'll need to remove all the toxins during the distillation process. Mark looks at her with determination. That's why we brought you. We know you can handle it. As they start picking the berries, the camera cuts to a flashback of Amanda's earlier days as a moonshiner. We see her working in the backwoods with a small still, experimenting with different fruits and herbs to create unique flavors. Her reputation grew quickly as word spread about her innovative spirits, which often involved risky ingredients. The flashback ends, and we're back to the present. With baskets full of the poisonous berries, they return to Mark and Davis' barn. The still is already set up, and the team gets to work. Amanda begins the delicate process of extracting the toxins from the berries, carefully testing each step to ensure the spirits will be safe to consume. Okay, Amanda says, measuring out the crushed berries. This is where we separate the good from the bad. We can't just mash them up and throw them in the still. We need to treat them right. Mark watches in awe as Amanda works. You really know your stuff. Well, I've learned the hard way over the years, Amanda replies, her focus unwavering. You mess with the wrong ingredients, and things can go south real quick. The distillation process begins, and the trio waits patiently, knowing the risks they've taken. The air is thick with anticipation. Mark and Digger stand on one side of the barn, watching the flames under the still, while Amanda keeps a watchful eye on the temperature and measurements. Hours pass, and the first drop of liquid finally falls from the still. Amanda quickly checks the taste, then nods in approval. "All right, we've got something here," she says, pouring the clear liquid into a jar. It's smooth with a bit of bite. Definitely not like anything you've ever tasted before. But it's got potential. Mark smiles, clearly relieved. "That's what we like to hear. How long before it's ready to drink?" Amanda takes a sip from the jar, swishing it around in her mouth. "We're close, but we'll need to let it age a bit. It's got good flavor, but it'll be even better once it's had time to mature." The next few days are a flurry of activity as the trio continues to refine their process. They add a touch of honey from Davis hives to sweeten the liquor, then let it sit in oak barrels, where the aging process begins. As the weeks pass, Mark and Digger continue to build anticipation, letting local folks in on the secret of their unique new liquor. They call it Blackberry Gold. But trouble always looms around the corner, and as the episode progresses, the team faces unexpected setbacks. The local law enforcement, suspicious of the strange new liquor being brewed in the hills, starts sniffing around. The crew goes into overdrive to keep their operation under wraps, moving the still to a more remote location, while Amanda works tirelessly to perfect the aging process. The final scene of the episode shows the moonshine ready for distribution. The barrels are hauled out of the woods, and Mark and Digger share a quiet moment of triumph as they load up the truck to take the Blackberry Gold to the local bootleggers. Amanda joins them, looking proud of the work they've done. "This could be the one," Mark says, his voice filled with pride. Digger grins. "If it doesn't kill us first." Amanda.